Welcome back, continuing our interview with Dr. Sara Khater, Professor of Mass Communications at Cairo University, about the new world order and the new balance of power. Dr. Khater, in a world with multiple centers of power, what happens to the role of the United Nations and the international law?
Well, this is a very good question, because I think right now we are seeing a decrease and a non-influential role for the United Nations, and specifically for the UN Security Council as well. Coalitions just like BRICS are extensively calling for a reform of the United Nations specifically, and of different international organizations as well. And I think when we talk about the United Nations, it needs to further reform based on the current situation in the world and the current challenges, and the current situation specifically when we talk about the rising world powers, the multipolar world order that we are heading to, whether it's accepted or not by specific countries.
Yes. Doctor, yet we have seen in the UN the unipolar system is continuing. We cannot say that there is a multipolar, because even if China is having a veto or rejecting something, even Russia, the other world powers as well, we are always seeing a veto from the American side.
True.
So how this is affecting the world balance as well, because it does have a great impact on taking a very important decision to stop aggression, to stop violation, stop violation against international law, if we might say.
Yes, of course. Well, the United Nations Security Council has been established years and years ago.
Yep.
And let's say that the world order and world politics and the geopolitical scene was a lot different than today. And today we can't have the decision and the destination of entire nations in the hand of just 5 countries. And with the rising powers, whether it's in the global south or developing countries, we have to reform the UN Security Council in order to suit and in order to best fit the current situation worldwide.
Yes. Of course, back to Egypt and its role here, given our very unique location and the Suez Canal. How can Egypt actually leverage the position we are having to benefit from the new trade routes and the partnerships in the multilateral and multipolar world?
Well, Egypt has a great advantage. As you said, we have several resources, and most important of which is the Suez Canal. By securing partnerships and economic collaborations between different countries, and maintaining a balance in these coalitions and these partnerships as well, which is already happening from east and west. We're not abiding by a specific side, or not aligned to a specific side against the other. And this is actually very important. This is the best strategy to deal with the world challenges nowadays. So by securing these kinds of coalitions and partnerships, I think Egypt will thrive as a global center, a global economic center in the very near future.
Doctor, you have mentioned a very important point, that of course we are having a very wise diplomacy, if I might say, because we are having great partnerships, we are having great strategic relations, and this is increasing with the different countries worldwide, with the West, with the East, with different maybe rival states as well, and we do enjoy great relation to the level of strategic partnerships. We have great cooperation with many blocs like the European Union, and we have seen our meetings there. We have seen, of course, our membership of the blocs, the COMESA, and of course many other blocs, and of course our participation in the G7 summit as well.
Yes.
How that is reflecting our influence as well as maybe a developing countries or an emerging economy as well. And I do see how the world is respecting the Egyptian position as well. What's your take on that, Dr. Khater?
Well, as I said, maintaining a middle ground nowadays specifically is the best strategy.
Yeah, but it's quite difficult. How we are succeeding in this?
Yes, it's very difficult and it's very tricky, specifically when you witness the different conflicts that are happening in the region. First, we face we can see the Ukrainian and Russian war, and then a year later, we can see the war on Gaza, on our borders, actually. So Egypt has been playing a very wise role in handling all of these challenges and in handling the external relations with different countries from either side. I think that maintaining this kind of multi-alignment diplomacy or multi-alignment strategy is very important for Egypt to thrive economically and as a political power as well. Taking the middle ground and being on the same distance from all countries or from all conflicting countries specifically can help Egypt in the coming future, can provide more opportunities for international investments, can provide more opportunities for growth, for the country growth and development as well. So I think that this strategy should continue and for thriving for the
Indeed, Dr. Sara Khater, Professor of Mass Communications, Cairo University, thank you so much for your precious input.
It's my pleasure.
It's our pleasure. And now we'll go to a short break, and after that we'll be back to continue our segments in the breakfast show in Good Morning Egypt, so stay tuned.